This is Tico. He's not quite 2, so he's just learning bits and pieces about heelwork to music. And one of the things that most people dance with is a cane. So, get your dog's attention. That's always the first thing that's important. Hold the cane out and he's going to circle it. He knows how to do that already. But I always like to show people what the finished product looks like of a dog circling. When I train this, I make sure that the dog is sat on my left. I'm going to put the cane out to the right and lure him around, just so he gets an idea of where to go. So dog on the left, cane on the left. You get a treat there, 12 o'clock. 3 o'clock, make sure you keep the head down a bit, because it's hard to do a circle if your head is held too high. And then eventually, he'll start doing that as you raise your hand up. You might want to throw the treat, he's very quick, in the circle, so it's there on the ground, so that he keeps going round. Tick. He can do it both ways. He's a bit of a show-off. But if you don't hold it in your hand, you can just drop it on the floor so they keep on going round with a circle. Yeah? Do the same thing on the other side. Go circle. You put it on the back side. Circle, circle, circle. Hey, hey, hey! Circle, circle. And then you can go, so they're almost doing like a figure of 8. But he knows to always keep between me and the cane. I always like to reward them at different places in the circle. So he's not always going to get his reward here. Sometimes he'll get his reward here. Sometimes he has to do one circle and gets his reward. Sometimes he has to do 2 circles for his reward. And when you do something like circling, make sure that you always practice on both sides and in both directions, because you want to make sure that you have a dog that is well balanced. He can do everything on the left as well as he can do on the right. Dogs are very visually aware. If I hold my cane out that way, he's going to go that way round. If I hold it that way, he's going to turn the other way. So dogs, like people, will have favourite ways to turn left and right. But because I always get confused with my left and right, I do tend to depend a lot on my body commands or my body positions. So that would be turn that way. To the right is to turn. The dog is always going to turn either towards me or away. Okay. The other thing with your cane circling that you can do is you can get the dog, so he's circling as you circling, and you're going to be going in a different direction. It doesn't have to start with a cane. It can start with any object that's a little bit taller than your dog. And it's easier probably to start with something big for your dog, he's not going to get confused, than something that's a bit smaller. And like I said before, your dog should be able to circle both ways. You might decide to say, no. You might decide to say, circle is going around to the right. And you might have another command for whiz. He says, what's that whiz? Whiz. So they should be able to do both sides. So if your dog will circle, he'll circle around a cane, he'll circle around a chair. He will even circle around one of your children if you make them stand still. So it's great games, really, and your dog is getting to be a well-balanced, healthy dog.